Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a killer weekend. I just got done working. I was showing property all week, so today I had to get caught back up on like phone calls and emails and everything that you don't really get to do while you're in the car showing people around. So I've been in the office all day and now I am going to enjoy the last little bit of sunlight that we have for today with the dogs. It's like we skipped winter here in California and just went straight to spring. The last few days have been so nice, like sunny skies, blue skies, like high 60s, low 70s. It's been beautiful. I mean, we definitely need more rain, but it's been so gorgeous and so nice to get outside with the dogs and show property when it's not like raining and muddy. That's like the worst. But before I do that, I remembered that I filmed a video for you guys earlier this week. I made chicken fajitas. I don't know why, I was just craving fajitas. I think it was more because when I was driving and showing property, I kept seeing taco trucks and I really wanted to stop for a taco, but the lines were too long and I just didn't have time for that. And then I realized that I had everything at home to make fajitas, and honestly, like, fajitas are slept on. I don't think people appreciate fajitas enough. We all go to like tacos and burgers, not burgers, burritos, tacos and burritos, which is something I do. Those are like my favorite. But then I was like, oh my God, a fajita. Like, that sounds amazing right now. Just like fresh and just flavorful, and you still get like the carby tortilla. So I made tortillas and I filmed it to share with you guys. Normally I would do it on the grill because one, I absolutely love barbecue, and two, like vegetables, barbecuing them, grilling them just takes them to a whole nother level, like top notch. But it was like 32 degrees the other night when I made fajitas, and I definitely was not going to be outside with the grill trying to make some fajitas. So I did them in the house on the stove and they were amazing. So I am going to go outside and play with my dogs. But before I do that, I'm going to get this video up for you guys so you guys can watch how I make my chicken fajitas. Like I said, I think fajitas are slept on and people don't give them enough credit. And these ones definitely hit the spot for me. I was so fat and happy when I was done eating. I probably overdid it. Yeah, but I'm gonna quit rambling now and get to the video. Okay, so we're gonna start with a simple marinade of olive oil and some lime juice. And now I'm realizing, although I made things work before and not invested in certain things in my kitchen, now that I'm making these videos, I realize I should definitely invest in some more things in the kitchen, like a garlic press and one of those citrus squeezers. It would probably make life a little easier. And my spices, which I will leave a complete description down below. And of course, add some garlic. I love garlic, so I went heavy on the garlic and then mix it all together. I lived with my grandparents when I was a teenager, and my grandma hated garlic. She could not smell it. She could not have it in her food. It just made her so sick. So I never got to have garlic. And so when I moved out on my own, I went garlic wild. Like, I just absolutely love garlic and I go crazy with it. So I did 2 big spoonfuls of garlic. You don't have to do that much, totally up to you. So get it really mixed in, and then after your chicken is all mixed, I'm adding a little bit more olive oil just to make sure it's really coated. But once you get it all added and mixed up, you're gonna want to set it aside. As you can see, I've already cut up my vegetables, but I let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. The longer, the better though. If you have a little cilantro too, throw in some cilantro. I didn't have any, but cilantro really pulls tacos, fajitas, burritos, everything together. So throw some cilantro in if you have it. Okay, so after your chicken's marinated, you're going to want to add it to a pan and start cooking your chicken. I cook it low because I just feel like it makes the chicken not dry out and not like tough. I cook it very low and slow, and I just feel like the chicken comes out so perfectly. So add your chicken and just let it cook. Let it do its thing, and you can go do your own thing for a while. Not really. Make sure you're watching what you're doing, but don't fuss with it too much. Just let it cook low and slow, and it's going to cook in all those juices from the olive oil and the flavors of the spices and the lemon or the lime juice. It's all really just cooking and absorbing together, and I promise you it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so once your chicken is cooked through, you're gonna wanna remove it from the pan, and I use one of those slotted spoons and just remove the chicken, but leave all the juices in there because we're gonna cook our veggies in those juices and get them nice and full of flavor as well. Once your chicken's removed, your juices are still there, you're gonna add your veggies, and this is where the real finesse of making fajitas comes in. I'm just kidding, but not really. You wanna cook your veggies so that they're not like crisp, like raw, crunchy, but you don't want them to be like soggy and mushy. So really pay attention to how the texture of them is. I am huge when it comes to texture, so texture will completely ruin a meal for me. So cook them how you prefer them to be, obviously, but just make sure you don't want them to be raw, crunchy, but you don't want them to be mushy. Just find that happy medium. And once you get that happy medium and your vegetables are done, just add the chicken back in, turn it down to low, like turn your heat down to low or just keep warm. Let everything sit together, and while that's just kind of coming together and staying warm, you're going to want to start getting your tortillas ready. I like to throw them in the cast iron skillet for a minute, heat them up, get them a little crispy on the side, and then it's time to put your fajita together. And since we're talking about assembling our fajitas, no one asked, but I'm going to show you how I make mine. I start with a warm tortilla, add some sour cream, add all the insides, then add a little hot sauce and some cheese. If you have avocado, even better. And bam, there you guys have it. Those are my chicken fajitas. Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you next week. And until then, stay safe and stay sane.